So how do you step into your comfort zone and leave the zone of complacency? I think you should go about it by exploring. Assalamu alaikum everyone, I hope you're all doing amazing and welcome back to my channel. If you don't know who I am, my name is Muhammad and I'm a medical doctor and I love making videos to help people stay inspired and energized. So we're currently in Dubai for the next couple of days, and in today's video what I'm gonna do is something a bit different, so I'm gonna take you with me around. Yeah, pretty much. So the next stop, what we're gonna do is, it's currently I think around 9 a.m. at the moment. I wanna go get coffee. I was at the Dubai Mall yesterday, so I bought me some really good books, so I'm really excited to get started with them, so I'm gonna get them with me. So the combination of books and coffee, which is the ultimate combination. So yeah, pretty much, and we'll see how it goes later. Without further ado, if this sounds interesting, then see you in a bit. حاليا I'm at Jumeirah Beach Hotel and I'm having coffee, which is absolutely amazing. Absolutely wonderful. And I'm getting some journaling done, and some of the books that I bought yesterday from Dubai Mall, one of them is the 101 essays that will change how you think. وايد شدني أول ما شفته. And one of the other reasons why I bought it is because I read another book by the same author, which is called The Mountain Is You, which was absolutely amazing. It talks a bit about some of the ways we can self-sabotage, and it's important for us to develop an awareness as to the things that can potentially hold us back. And because at the end of the day, it's awareness which can allow us to make better decisions, and with better decisions we're able to see better results, inshallah. So the way we self-sabotage and actually developing that self-awareness, which I think is super important. And another book that I bought yesterday is called The Mind-Gut Connection, and I find this absolutely fascinating, the connection between the brain and the gut, and especially the gut microbiome. So the field of the gut-brain axis is still in its infancy, and of course a lot more research needs to be done in terms of that field, and inshallah, like, it's expanding so fast. Yeah, I think it's absolutely interesting. So it's not the first book that I've read in terms of mind-gut connection, but again, I also love reading the perspectives of different doctors and then just like formulating my opinions about that particular topic. So yeah, absolutely excited about these two books, and yeah, I'll catch you later. So one thing I've been thinking about lately is the effects of waking up early in the morning, in terms of the benefits on the mind, the brain, and the body as well. I made a detailed video about it. I'll link it down in the description below, so make sure to check it out. So just briefly, I really want to talk more about it. So first of all, wake up in the morning, you feel a sense of peace, you feel a sense of tranquility, you feel a sense of serenity. It's absolutely beautiful feeling. These morning hours can truly be the best hours of your days, and here's why. You wake up in the morning, you don't have anyone to distract you, and you get to work on the things that truly matter to you, the things that will help you move the needle forward, and you don't have anyone to disturb you while you work on that process. يعني شيء صراحة شيء عجيب. With that peace, and at the same time you get to watch the sunrise. Subhanallah, like I talked more about this in my last video, and it is truly a gift in and of itself. Waking up and watching the sunrise, subhanallah, it's absolutely beautiful. And number two is the power of physiology. You can leverage your physiology to be more productive, and not only just be more productive, but actually get into flow state and have fun during the process. And because here's what the science says: our energy levels which is due to the levels of cortisol, are highest in the morning. And interestingly, cortisol is released in a controlled fashion, and it is released the most sometime between 6 a.m. till about 8 a.m. And this gives you the energy boost to, okay, let's start the day, let's get right into the day, and just let's get moving. So this is what cortisol does, and it's inevitable that levels of cortisol will decline throughout the rest of the day, and therefore your levels of willpower, concentration, focus will potentially decline. So think about a scenario of where you were trying to do something that is relatively challenging. Compare your productivity and your efficiency in the morning as opposed to if you were to do it at night. So again, it can be individual, it can be personalized to the individual, but like generally people have more energy during the start of the day as opposed to the end of the day. And the third thing is you get a psychological advantage, which again I talked about in my last video. And what do I mean by this? So most people are asleep. They tend to wake up between 8 a.m., 9 a.m. But if you were to get up at 5, 6, even 6:30 a.m., you get to have like 2 to 3 hours for yourself to get to work on the stuff that move the needle forward. And by the time your loved ones are awake, you're done. You don't even need to do these things anymore, because all of the things that need to be done are done now. The stuff that will keep moving you forward, that these kind of activities, I don't know what these kind of activities are for you. They're different for each and every one of us. But once you get these particular things done, you feel like there's so much load that is off your back, and it feels amazing. And by the time your loved ones are awake, boom, you get to enjoy the rest of the day and focus on the lower demanding task in terms of your energy, do the lower priority tasks, if that makes sense. So I highly encourage you to just think about this. Think about the significance of waking up early in the morning. And I know it's difficult for you to develop this habit overnight, but again, it is a habit. It is something that can be developed over time, and science shows that it takes about 66 days for one to wire in a new habit, because it takes time for the brain to make new connections, and it only makes sense that it's hard in the beginning and it may be confusing in the middle of the journey. You know, it feels like you want to quit, but over time it's gonna be a lot easier. It's gonna be so easy to the point where it's easy to do the new habit, the one that you have wired, than doing your old habits. This is the beautiful thing. So at the end, so make sure to keep persisting, keep pushing through the process, and at the end the result is gonna be amazing. And this is like a habit that can elevate all aspects of your life: your emotional life, your intellectual life, your spiritual life, your emotional life, your physical health as well. So all aspects of all arenas of your life, because it's one thing that you can do that elevates all aspects of your life, even your professional life as well, in terms of your craft, in terms of your relationships. Kilshay. It's absolutely amazing and can do wonders for you. And again, it's one way to make your days even more magical, because I strongly believe that if you master your mornings, this can increase the odds of you having an amazing and phenomenal day. So yeah, so morning routine, guys, morning routine is absolutely important. And another thing in terms of morning routine, I strongly believe that your morning routine starts the day before. It doesn't start the next day, it starts the day before. So think about how can you set yourself up for success the night before, in terms of what time do you want to eat your dinner, how do you want to approach bed, how do you want to unwind, how do you want to relax. So I highly encourage you to take all of these factors into consideration, choose one thing and work on it, and once you have mastered it, move on to the next one until you perfect that particular habit. And yeah, pretty much I wish you all the best, and yeah, I'll see you later. Now I want to get started with my reading. Did a bit of journaling, and yeah, just keep vibing, and yeah, I'll catch you later, inshallah. So, we're back here again. The weather is absolutely phenomenal. الجو حد عجيب, and we just checked out the gym here. It's wonderful in terms of the facilities, in terms of the aesthetics. هم نفس الشيء. So one thing that's also been on my mind is just the notion of, should we get out of our comfort zone or should we stay in it? Because one of the books that I've been recently reading is called The Comfort Zone by Kristin Butler. Really huge shout out to Kristin Butler for her amazing book. And one thing that I've learned from her book is that we've been brainwashed into thinking that we should be getting out of our comfort zone all the time, because getting out of your comfort zone is the way for us to grow, and this is the only way. You should expand your limits, you should get out of your comfort zone, you should feel the stress and things of that nature. However, let me ask you this: can you remember a time when you were fully expressing yourself, you were feeling a sense of flow, you were creative, you were enjoying yourself, you were feeling the excitement, and you were performing at the best of your ability? Take a moment and think of a time when you were able to do a combination of these things, or feel the combination of these things. Were you feeling a sense of discomfort, or were you comfortable? Were you grounded? You were able to think at that particular situation. So chances are you were excited, you were feeling a sense of joy, inspiration, passion, and you were comfortable as well, and you weren't stressed. Because that's the thing, like, should we feel a sense of stress, or should we feel a sense of comfort, or a sense of joy, passion, or a sense of joy, or should we be striving? Because that's the thing, where should we draw the line? The thing is, what I've also learned is that we tend to mix up between, or conflate between, being comfortable and being lazy, or being complacent, because they're not the same thing. Being complacent and being lazy is associated with feelings of, like, you're not excited, you're not feeling the joy, you're not doing the things that you're meant to be doing, or you're not doing the things that light you up, or the things that make your heart sing. That makes sense. But when you're comfortable, or when you're feeling a sense of flow, this is related to the flow state, which was proposed by the psychologist Mihai. It's a combination of you being your best self, even creativity. We enjoy being creative and feeling a sense of creativity by doing the things that light us up, that bring us joy, excitement, the passion. Then you build up the passion. From what I've learned, you build up passion by combining the things that you enjoy with the stuff that you're curious about, and then combining both of these things and trying to help other people, which I feel can give us a sense of meaning, a sense of purpose as well. So how do you step into your comfort zone and leave the zone of complacency? I think you should go about it by exploring. Okay, try things by trying out new things, exploring. Okay, you might, through the process of exploration, I think this is going to increase the odds of you finding that particular thing that actually lights you up. And then once you find that thing, I think it is a conscious effort, and you need to be conscientious about these particular things, and then do more of these things and just keep it up. This is based on experience. For example, one example that I can think of is books. So if you were to give me a book about fiction, I don't think I'd be interested in that. But if it was a book about, let's say, health, mindset, okay, how can I get better, or a book about how I can increase the quality of my life, for example, then I feel that I want to keep reading that book, and I would actually find joy in that. And because I'm passionate about health, I'm passionate about fitness, I'm passionate about nutrition as well. So how can I upgrade my skills around these things? And then once I learn more, I'm able to, I think, do more and then help people. So I think it gives us a sense of meaning when we combine our curiosity with our passion, and then using all of these factors and then help other people, which gives us a sense of contribution, meaning, and purpose. So I still haven't finished the book, but this is like a major takeaway from that book. I think if you're interested in it, I'll put a link to the book down in the description below, and yeah, you can order it. It's such a game changer, newest transformation in terms of like my perception, in terms of like how I see the things that I'm doing. So we're back in the hotel, just got ready for a quick gym session. We're gonna do a bit of pull-ups, dips, muscle-ups, pretty much keep it simple. هذه خطوة حق الحين, and yeah, that's gonna be fun. Let's go. Yes, alhamdulillah, what an amazing, what a wonderful session. Walillah alhamd. Alhamdulillah, we did some muscle ups, pull-ups, dips. I feel so amazing right now. Let's get it. Alhamdulillah. Guys, subhanallah, like getting yourself to start doing the workout, this may be the hard bit. There may be a bit of a friction between you and doing the thing at hand. It could be running, it could be lifting weights, it could be calisthenics, whatever it is. But man, the mind-body connection, when you move your body, your brain changes. When you move your body, this is going to influence how your brain's gonna work. That's gonna activate the release of pleasurable chemicals such as dopamine, serotonin, endorphins, all of the amazing things. And also like the type of activities that make you sweat. It triggers the release of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF. This is like the wonder chemical that has shown, according to scientific evidence, that it helps boost your learning and your memory. Such a wonderful thing. So if you haven't worked out today, make sure to get your workout done. And you're gonna feel so much better. Let's get it, guys. Let's go. So we're back here at the hotel again, and it's currently 7:45. It was such an amazing gym session without him, and yeah, inshallah, the plan for now is to go out, and I'm thinking of going to the area around Sallam, check out the area, check out the situation out there, get some dinner, just relax, have a good time, and call it a day. And inshallah, the plan is to sleep early, and we get up early tomorrow. So yeah, pretty much this is the plan so far, and I'll see you in a bit. Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope you're all doing amazing. It is a new beautiful day. The weather is amazing, the sun is shining. Alhamdulillah. Yeah, what I want to talk about today is, again, it's something that's been also on my mind. It's this thing called self-care. And like I said, a while ago. I think we've been brainwashed about the fact that we need to keep getting out of our comfort zone. We need to work 24/7 without taking any breaks, and I think this is actually celebrated in society, like working and not taking breaks. I think the more I'm growing up, I'm realizing that we need to start working in pulses, just like a heart, and the heart is the best analogy that I can actually think of. So how does the heart work? The heart restores blood. What it does is it contracts, or it forces blood out of the chambers of the heart into the rest of the body through the cardiovascular system. So the heart is a muscle, and the way the heart pumps blood is that it requires energy. The heart has muscles. There's actually a muscle called the cardiac muscle in medicine. So it forces blood out of the heart to the rest of the body, and once it's done, it takes a brief moment to relax, and as it relaxes, it fills up again with blood for the next time it's going to contract. SubhanAllah, it's such an elegant mechanism. And the thing is, I realize you can exercise, you can recover, you can eat well, you can sleep well, but I think you haven't addressed everything if you haven't really taken a good look at your stress levels. Another thing that I've realized is that if I'm feeling stressed out, and specifically mentally and emotionally, I start to feel it the next day. Like the next day, I feel like I'm a bit tired. I feel like I'm a bit more reserved. I don't feel like going out. I just feel like I want to stay in the house. It's just a feeling. And again, like sometimes I can't do these things. There are some specific things that I need to get done. But again, this is like groundbreaking in terms of the clarity I have developed in terms of, how my body's working, how I'm feeling my body is working. So yeah, again, like it's specifically the mental stress that leads to emotional stress, and over time it helped me think about the things, helped me think about the triggers that lead to the development of these particular types of stress. So I think over time I've learned to develop tools, tactics for me to help deal with emotional stress, and I really think it is game-changing, because like I said, if you haven't addressed the levels of stress, your levels of stress, you haven't addressed everything. And a couple of ways that I feel that work for me, one of them is journaling. And guys, I really love journaling, and I usually do it early in the morning before I start working on like the things that I need to be doing, and I do it for at least 15 minutes. All I do is write down the things that I've been thinking about, whatever just comes to my mind, and I try to feel these emotions. I write down what I'm concerned about, the things that I'm worried about, the things I'm concerned about, things around that nature, and it really helps me navigate my way through like the particular things that I'm going through. It really does help, guys, and it's something that I think needs to be practiced over a long period of time in the form of a habit. You may feel a bit of resistance, I think, initially, but I think you would get more benefits if you were to persist with this over a long period of time. And the other thing that I feel works is talking what I'm going through, or about like the particular things I'm stressed about, and opening up about them, sharing my feelings, sharing my thoughts with someone who's very close to me, someone I trust. It could be a loved one, it could be a friend. So let me ask you this: who is someone in your life that you can confide in about these particular things? Because, well, I mean, it can help so much. And for me, it's mainly journaling and talking it out. So another thing I want you to think about is, what are your triggers? What are that particular triggers that can potentially cause you mental and emotional stress? And have you developed tools for you that you can start doing to help you navigate through them? And when you're emotionally stressed or mentally stressed, do you get reactive, or are you proactive? Meaning that like you're finding ways to come up with a solution. So these are very important questions that I love asking myself whenever I'm going through some sort of emotional or mental stress. So guys, I hope you're keeping well. It's a brand new day, and I didn't get to film as much yesterday. But yeah, this concludes the trip, and inshallah now I'm making my way to the airport. I'm heading back to Kuwait. And yeah, if you're still here, I genuinely hope that you enjoyed today's video. I hope you found it educational, informative, inspirational as well. And again, if you enjoyed it, please do leave a like. Please subscribe for more videos like this. It really does help the channel grow. And inshallah, see you next time, and take care of yourself.